know what to say. This whole video is I lost my mic audio. Something happened with OBS and I lost all my mic recordings. It at least recorded the gameplay audio. It only resetted my mic settings. So I'll have to redub everything in this video. It was a 4-hour long, what's it called? It was 4-hour long recording. And I also wanted to show...
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got
I want to show
separated
this
in that
cutscene.
long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
So that lady is supposed to be his wife, but not. Like, she talks as if she's his wife, but his wife's name's Mary, right? No, Maria. I will try to make sense of these as we play the game. And also, I'm not gonna try to overdub what I'm saying to the camera. No. We'll see how this goes. I suppose these are like flashbacks. And he's carrying her. That's the kiddo. That kid darn key. And this dude, I hate him. We'll see him in this gameplay. Let's see him in this video. Yeah, and you'll see why I'll hate him. I love the soundtrack, by the way. It's a mixture of the soundtrack from the first game, mixed with another game, with another soundtrack I meant. Yeah. Yeah, this will haunt us. This will haunt us in this video. The video's ass. The dude's ass. What the hell? Ignore what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
So, last time we got a key. Did we get the key? Oh yeah, the key to the clock tower. Clock tower. Oh my god, my brain is not functioning today. Yep, just like it did in the original recording. I was just saying, like, my brain went poof. I forgot what I was gonna do. Yeah, I guess dubbing over the lost audio would not be too hard. But yeah, this will be a mix of dubbing over and reacting to myself, which does not sound too... sounds a bit weird. We'll see how this goes. I was retracing my steps here, and I decided to just skip through some of the just running around. I'll be speeding up some other parts as well. I've got the key to the clock, and it's time to solve the puzzle. I was a little bit disappointed. You'll see why. I was confused for a little bit. I was like, no. I have to manually pick the key to use it and interact with the clock. And that creaking was too creepy. That was too creepy. And I was like, I can only move one arrow, and then I'll be moving everyone else. So I just have to scroll and scroll and scroll. So I went and read my notes and just checked. I didn't want to miss the clocks. But then I was like, what if I roll too far or too... So I was being too super extra careful now. It was 210. 910 I meant. I freaked out a little bit, but that's what was disappointing. Even if I didn't know the answer, I would just keep on moving the needles. I think that's what they're called. And then they would just do that clicking sound. And oh boy, I did not. The game did not disappoint me with the hard difficulty later on. I also skipped some of the parts where I just stare at the map and trying to think over the layout. where to go. And I was being super careful in this room, because that's where we first saw Pyramid Head. He was right outside this room. I was like, okay, that's not the door. Way too careful. Way too careful, Alpha. There was only a health tank in that room. Yeah. You know you're scared when you walk instead of run. Also, old school horror games are much scarier because, oh yeah, over here, don't just ignore me. I was just discovering that I could move the flashlight around. It was by holding that L2 button that I always kept saying that pressing it moves the camera a little bit. So I just hold it and then move around R3. Yeah, that spray really freaked me out. I also decided to skip over punching them to death. Yeah, I still don't know how health works at this point. I figured it out later on. You'll see when. It's gonna be fun. Fun, fun, fun. This poor girl was just talking and talking. Nobody listens to her. So sad. Why is this turning to me roasting my own self in the recording? I still did not memorize their sounds, these wiggler sounds. So I was like, oh god, that's a new sound. And I didn't want to... So I just picked up the stuff in the corridor. I wanted to go through all the rooms before actually exploring them one by one. Look at how much hits they need! They need a lot of hits to kill them. And I'm not wasting my bullets. I like going melee. I always appreciate good melee combat over shooting stuff and stuff that needs ammo. And I don't know why, but because James pants when I stop running, I usually just like stop and let him breathe before I continue the game. It's a weird mechanic. It makes you think it has some sort of stamina gauge, but it doesn't, and it's just like an atmospheric kind of effect. It's nice, however. And now we're at the other side of the first floor that we couldn't access before. I unlocked the first door, the one that leads outside. It's like, oh. I got canned juice. Yes. This thing is a piece of shit. And you will see later on. And there was nothing else in that corridor. So I was confused for a little bit. Like, is that all? Is that all in this whole area? I was trying to think of what to use the canned juice for. Oh wait, I didn't even think of what to use it for. I was thinking of what to do next. I was going to this area, and the fire escape key that I had, assuming it will open that door and will lead me to the other building. I was correct, but I was not correct about the canned juice. At first, I assumed it was... The speedy playthrough is just hilarious. Also, the canned juice, it doesn't have an examine option. Only just use. So I thought it was like a health item. And it was placed right next to... He was placed right next to the health drinks. So that's why I assumed it's just a health item. I didn't think it was a part of a puzzle or something. Over here, it was really funny that I was facing a wall, but the flashlight was seeping through to the other room. It was like, that's quality in old games. Such an old game, such a good game, but still had these lousy features. I got jump scared here. And my first reaction was, orgy. Orgy, that's an orgy. Oh shit. You guys better wear headphones for this. His sound was amazing. With a good headset. I was all like, no, you do not shoot while you're trapped. I was like, what the hell? Why did he just leave us? It was so tense. It was really tense. At the same time, it was hilarious that he just like, I come in and see him banging a couple of booties. Well, 4 booties. with these kinds of monsters. Then I got a courtyard key. Hey. I just checked the room. I was not sure if these guys are dead. So just to make sure. Just to make sure. I'm like, no. Soundtrack's picking up. I just assumed I'm in like a chase segment. I was like, no. Please don't make Pyramid Head the same as Mr. X and Nemesis. They're just like following you around. So I'll just skip through this area. I was planning my escape. But I was glad there was nothing that was chasing me. So I felt relieved. And then it's time to... Yeah, I went the wrong way. Yeah, that's what... I only realized this now, while I was editing. This game had a lot of running around. Especially if you don't know where to go. I decided to go through the outside area to get through the courtyard. And also access a save point. Alright, now we're back to normal speed. This area was fun. Really fun. And as usual, I thought I needed to go to that door next to me, but I was like, let's explore the area a little bit more. The footprints were so loud, and I could hear several. So I just had to, nope, let's leave exploring till later. And I already lost my way. I have really bad sense of direction. But I was also hearing multiple footsteps here. And as usual, I'll equip my trusty plank. I was waiting for them to come over to me. I did not want to attack and have the other come up behind me. Then this guy wanted to come over. He's like, back out. I did not realize he was glitched in place. Look at him. The other dude was like, come on, it's my turn already. Look at it, it's after this dude fallen. That's where he comes in. So I just smashed it. It took quite a while. Probably the other guy did not die yet. I got really angry because I already got hit twice, I believe. I was checking my status. I still was not sure because the whole area was dark. It wasn't visible. but I assumed it had something to do with the blinking of the screen. But I wasn't sure how it will look when it's like when I'm 1 or 2 hits away from death. I wanted to see it clearer, so I had to move a little bit so that the flashlight was lighting up the area. It was just staring. I still can't see it well. It's like, well, I'll keep going. What happens, happens. And as usual, I wanted to check the other rooms and unlock the staircase. Over here. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Yes. It's the puking sound. Wearing good headphones did not really help. The puking sounds were way too good. Way too good. It legit triggered a gag reflex. I don't even need to say it. You just like look at my face and my body language. Over here in this session, I just wanted to check the doors, not explore the rooms or anything, and just like opening up all the doors and then check the map again. And I noticed that little tiny door in the middle of the courtyard. But we'll get to that later. Then I'm back to exploring that one room. I don't believe I found anything useful. I was being very careful not to get hit. But yeah. I got sprayed twice. Thankfully this guy was already injured, so it didn't take a lot of hits. I only got handgun bullets in that room and a couple of hits. It was like... It was a useless room. Alright, so now it's time to go to room 101. With all the puking! Yay! And because I saw the intro cutscene, I was thinking of that fatso that was puking in the toilet. And that this is a section. And... like, oh god. I need to just get everything in this room, trigger the cutscene, and then please leave. Listen to this. Like,
it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Do what?
I didn't do anything. I swear. He was like this when I got here.
My name's James. James Sunderland.
I was already
Eddie.
Eddie. Who's that dead guy in the kitchen?
I can't even focus.
I swear I didn't kill anybody.
You're not friends with that red pyramid thing, are you?
Red pyramid thing? I don't know what you're talking about. Honest. But I did see some weird-looking monsters. They scared the hell out of me, so I ran in here.
Well, I guess this place isn't too safe either. What happened here anyway?
I told you, I don't know. I'm not even from this town. I just...
You too, huh? Something just brought you here, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, whatever it is, I think you better get out of here soon.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
You're right. What about you?
I'll leave as soon as I'm done here. Eddie, be careful.
James,
I
you be
couldn't.
careful too.
Yeah. Just look at my face right now. I was speechless. Your wishes was just puking. He was puking, burping, and then spitting. The whole game's voice acting was so shit. Except for this one section with this guy's puke. His puke was too good. That was legit the worst part of that whole section that I played. Oh yeah, that's the guy he was talking about. It was just some dude squeezed into a fridge. And you only see two legs coming out. And there was nothing else to explore. And I still did not notice my status. It was kind of turning reddish. And the game already tells you when you examine this key to where to go. And it was where I expected. The second floor and the door on the far... Was it left? Yes, far left. The game tells you exactly where to go. But with the canned juice! With the canned fucking juice! Doesn't even provide any description. Now I decided to explore the courtyard. I wanted to get to that little shack, I guess. I really wanted to avoid them. It was so creepy looking at them like that. I wanted to hit them while they were down there. Apparently I did get a hit, but I was receiving all these hits. And now I was like, finally. Goes all red and blinky. But I was shocked. The health drink did not heal as much as I hoped for it would. Like the screen was still red. I didn't know how much it healed me. It was like Maybe I really was one hit away from dying. I was like, should I get another one? Nah. Nah, we'll go with what we got. Stingy till the end. Half for alpha. I was really trying to avoid them, but then, boom. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then I noticed the cart. I really know there's something in there. I wanted to get it. But I need to get rid of at least 2 of these. Now we're picking out the big gun. Alright, get ready. That really freaked me out. I was like, oh god. Look at him! Look at how fast they get when they're crawling! It's like a gecko. It's like, what the hell? That's the thing that freaked me out at the beginning of the game. Something that crawls. It crawls super fast too. They freaked me out. Look at that! I'm thankful that he keeps on aiming until he dies and that he lifts his gun up. Oh my god, it was really, really stressful. And then I realized it was that thing that scared me at the beginning of the game. Got a coin. The snake coin. Large coin imprinted with a snake. I found it at that pool. Doesn't have any description, just zooms in. I wanted to check on that little shack behind the pole. For some reason, I just don't see any sort of entrance to it. There's nothing. Like, I can't even go back there. It doesn't allow me. I tried to check the map. I only see one way in. I really wanted to see, to get it. I would not. Nothing would work. I really wanted to go there. It's like, no. If it won't allow me, the game will probably take me there at some other point. It's now time to go to the fire escape door. I just needed to save first. And until this point, I had some good progress. And I keep getting jump scared by my own shadow. The game's environment is really nice. It really has a creepy atmosphere. It makes you on edge. Yes, James, you can't jump over. You're too close. He didn't even jump over, he just like climbed over. Now we're at the other apartment, at the building. There's a note. I did not read that. Check it out. Yep, again. Silent Hill with toilets. Looks like a wallet. There's some kind of memo in it. This code. I thought it wasn't related to anything that I would find early on. But I didn't connect the dots. Over there, I was just writing it down. I usually just sped up through the game, but since I was in this new map, I didn't want to skip through any of it in this video. So you can see it in its raw form, I suppose you can say. And yeah, I figured it out, that it's the code to the safe puzzle later on. But not right now. It was while I was stuck over an hour and a half into this area, I guess? This video was originally 4 hours long. 2 hours and a half is just me being lost. Yeah, so there's a lot of things I had to cut off. Yeah, James was just looking down at something. I was like, I'll see you later. There's a newspaper page and it doesn't have anything interesting, yeah. I've seen that pop up several times. Yeah. That soundtrack was so eerie. Don't have a map of this area, but I can zoom out outside. I was a little bit confused because James kept looking around even when I was far away from the safe. So I thought there was another item nearby. I decided to move on. Finally got the map. That's 3 floors. Yay! West apartment building. There's a note. Dear Tim, I have to run an errand, so I'm going out. I love the switch in the soundtracks. And then I heard something else was coming after me. I wanted to read the note later. It's locked. It was the wiggler. Wiggly wiggly. I was lucky I did not get hit. Press V. Why did I switch to whispering? I don't know why, the quiet vibes of Silent Hill 2, especially when you go through corridors and there's no soundtracks whatsoever, you just automatically lower your own voice down. That's how absorbed I was. The vibes of the game was just so good. There was this room at the far end. Now I go back to read the note. I left the house key with Uncle David. You know where he lives, don't you? The key is in the room near the first floor staircase. Back as soon as I can, so please watch the place while I'm gone. Was blocked. And this whole floor was just empty. It was only the room I came in from and room 209. I guess it was time to move on. Try to solve the puzzle of the first floor. Find this Uncle David's room. Now, here I really freaked out. That was a new sound. Like, what the hell is this? What's chasing me? So I was just so frantic. Yeah, I was really freaked out. And then I was getting hit. I was not seeing anything. I was too freaked out to use any health items. And here you go. My first game over. And then I just realized I went so far back. I went so far back. I had to go all the way to the second floor, use the fire escape key. I was in the wrong floor too. Yeah. I could have sped up this process with this scene. I was like, nah. Let's keep it raw in this part. It's annoying how grabbing a weapon just switches all your controls. It's an interesting idea. I had to just go through it super fast. Skip the cutscenes. Also, excuse the low lighting on the camera. I believe it was like 4 or 5 a.m. And I didn't want my lights on. Just wanted like one. Because I also just disrupt my sleep later on. Yeah, the save confused me again over here. I just realized I did not heal myself over here. Am I gonna be smart? Ah, yes, here we go. Now I just want to interact with all the doors. This time I want to use the gun. Because whatever it was, at first I assumed it was a crawling wiggler. And that's why I was not seeing him. And he was like just crawling on the floor. I was half right. You'll see here. This time I want to go for that crawling thingy first. Here we go. I was really aiming downwards, but it was not the crawling wiggler. It was a cockroach kind of thing. It was just a bug. It was annoying. Imagine dying from a cockroach in a horror game. Like, that's your first death. It was too lame. Too lame! I was like, no. I'm not gonna bother. Just shoot all my load on these monsters. And yes, that's what she said. That's what he said. You can never be sure enough that they're dead. You just have to do 1-2 extra hits. And gun bullets. And this is... I love the soundtrack. This is the one I'm using in my videos outro.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I'm James.
Angela.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, is what we deserve.
I don't get
No,
what
I'm not like you.
We're the same thing.
Are you afraid? I'm sorry.
I was still weirded out by that stuttering, strange
It's okay.
switching between attitudes.
Did you find your mother?
But I realized it later on.
She's not anywhere.
Did she live in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say?
And
How do you know that?
she doesn't remember her
Well,
conversation with
I
him.
just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
At first I thought, was I talking to someone
right?
else?
I'm
I might just not
so
remember.
tired.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not
And then
yet.
she suddenly remembers the conversation. That was
Her name's
weird.
Mary. She's my wife.
Like, she didn't remember what she said, but she remembered what
I'm
James said.
sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She's dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
I've got to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure.
I was
No
like,
problem.
why are you giving my...
If I kept
Why are you
it,
giving the...
I'm not sure what I might do.
You're much safer with a knife than without.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
I was like, okay.
Don't.
Okay. I'm trying to think what her condition is. I don't think it's I don't think it's just like multiple personality disorder. At the same time, it could have been just like PTSD or some sort of trauma. But that doesn't explain why she forgot what she said to us. I was like, this is a nice room. And that's a big ass mirror. We just need a bed. Oh, we don't? No matter what your taste is. Just magazines on the floor. Nothing important. I wanted to make sure, because this room looks important, but I'm not seeing anything of importance. I believe my goal here is to leave this building to go to another side of the streets of Silent Hill. But for now, I just need to get to that room. That Uncle David's room. And get the key to room 209. First aid kit. Yosh. I don't know why that red thing on the wall just really got my attention. Room 105. And this. This, my friends. This is the room I'll be staying in for a while. I was really relieved finding this red piece of save point. The red piece of save point. I guess I'll just call it a red piece of save point. Now I just want to skip. I went to skipping through some of the areas. I got to killing all the zombies in the corner. And I believe it's been like an hour since then. Since that section. That's when I realized the code for this. But I was trying to make sense of the direction. I got the numbers right, which was, I believe it was, wait. it was 18, 19, 20, and then 9. But with the direction ones, I only have the direction of 3 numbers. I wasn't sure which to go with first. So I tried it again. I don't know why, I just tried the same the same pattern I tried the first time. And I'm bad with left and right for some reason, so unless I use my hands to see the direction I'm aiming for, and then I would realize what's left and what's right. I don't know if there are people who are like that, but I do know it is a thing. Just like your brain just doesn't process left and right as fast. I swear I did not want to hit it. I did not know why it did not click. Now it's 18. Yeah, probably had a brain fart from being lost for too long, and then I already losing my concentration. Long game sessions don't work too well for me, especially if I'm close to bedtime. Because at that point I was already out of juice. I was so insistent on using the same combination. Same direction. You know, if it doesn't work once, it won't work after 2 or 3 times. I don't know why I keep doing it. I believe many of you have come across such a thing. When you're at boss fights, you have to go through that. Same method. I use this, I'll use it again. I believe what confused me as well was the direction. It had like, I believe it counts as inverted, because I would push the analog to one side and it kind of scrolls to another direction. I don't know how to explain it. It probably was easier to figure out. It probably was easier to figure out if I was more awake. And I'll just pick it up. Just bullets? that was just my reaction. Bullets? I thought I would get the key or something. I thought I would get a key item that would help me progress. I didn't think it was like an optional puzzle kind of thing. But at least I got 70 bullets. That was so satisfying. And then I went to check on my list of Angela's knife. It just says like it has something red. Is it not blood? If they write it off as something red? I believe I cleared the monsters of these corridors, so I was more comfortable walking around. I was still insistent that there's something in this laundry room. So I kept going in and out of it. Just to make sure. Even though it's easy to tell if there's something in the room that you didn't pick up, that James would just look at it. I didn't need to really focus that much, but... someone who's half asleep and still playing a game that needs some brains. You see some half-assed thinking. Half-assed thought process. Over here I decided to just go for it. And just put the coins there, and then I'll see what, and then look for the rest. That piece of shit canned juice. This canned juice. Every other item that you use to solve a puzzle with, they all have examine option. Except the canned juice. After this point, that's where I got lost. I legit went through all of the rooms in this building and the previous building all over again, just to see if I missed anything. I do remember the circle on the chute, I believe it's called garbage chute. But I did not connect the dots. With Silent Hill, you kinda can't really automatically solve something when you interact with it. You have to go through the menu and pick the item and then use it to solve it. That's why I did not connect the dots. And I was really not satisfied. I had to go check a walkthrough. I had to check a guide. I did not go beyond. No, I did not go beyond the areas I went in. I just read as far as the section where I do come into this building. I only checked this section, the other building, the first building first. That's it. I went back to this room just to explore. I legit checked this building twice. Now this is the first time. Look at it. I already had migraines. It was really pulsating. And that was not a good state to play Silent Hill with. But I was stubborn. I don't like stopping midway. When there's something I'm stuck in, I would not take a break. That would just hurt me even more. I was checking the other building. I was trying to think of possible rooms I might have missed in this one. Because at that point I was convinced there's something I missed. And I am at the stage of having to solve this coin puzzle. But I was at first thinking there's something I had to do with the knife. Blade is stained with something red. I thought this was my next step. The freaking can juice did not have any I already repeated it so many times, I'll still repeat it again. The game tells you exactly where to go, and then suddenly, poof, it just goes quiet. With no hints at all. And there was no way I would have found out how to use the can juice. Yeah. Now I decided to speed up the process. Just look at it. I was not kidding when I said I'd check the whole building again. Back to the old building. I assumed I had to do So I have to solve that part first before I can continue with the other building. And I was correct in that assumption. I just did not realize that I had the item I could have used. And 3.5 hours of wasted time.
Are
I
you
also
still
wanted to
here?
check on this guy.
Yeah. I feel kind of sick. I'll be okay soon.
You should get out of this town when you can.
Yeah, I know, but
We still don't know why he came over here and what's his goal. And then this. This is what I got stuck on for over an hour. How would I needed to check on a guide. I had no idea. How would you even know that you need to use the canned juice for this? There was no hint, no nothing. I was just so unsatisfied. The garbage bag is torn and the contents are strewn all over. I got the coin. That's the third coin. Also, the police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister, committed suicide on the morning of the 22nd, 4 days later. Alright. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck, severing his carotid artery. By the time he got his spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. Am I gonna see a monster with a spoon in his neck? Or would I get killed? And I was going live with Walter a small time. I mean, you don't look like the type of guy. You never look like the type of guy. You don't look like a criminal. But I do remember that he was just all sorts of street stuff. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to punish me. The monster, the Red Devil. Red Devil. What's it called? Pyramid Head? He was bloody, and James referred to him as a red pyramid thing. We'll see. And the next part is the coin puzzle. And I did play around with it the other day in this recording. But we'll see. You'll see about it next time. In the next video.